Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. My name's Debbie and I talk about all things to do with narcissistic, abusive and toxic relationships, as well as looking at healing from them. And today's video I'm going to be taking a look at how the narcissist destroys you at the discard. A lot of you who are watching this will have more than likely been discarded already. Some of you won't have been. And I hope that you take the advice that I'm giving from this video to help you through the discard. When a narcissist leaves, when it's the end of the relationship, they want to hurt you as much as they possibly can. Why? Because it is their supply. They get their kicks from your distress, pain, hurt and upset. And they love it. They won't show it. Not when they're with you. They may not even show it later on, but in their mind, this is what they think. And they will deliberately make the leaving as hard and painful and difficult and drawn out as they can, because they know that this is the last supply that you are going to give them, hopefully. Hopefully they're not going to come back and hoover you. To you, this discard is like a death has occurred. It feels like you are losing a part of you. Now, many of us who have been love bombed in a narcissistic relationship, we've gone through the intermittent reinforcement and love bombed again, feel that this person is the one, our soulmate, our life partner, and yet here we are. They're not. They're going. Perhaps because they've met somebody new, or perhaps because they've just found a different form of supply. Your emotions, you're going to go through all of the emotions that we go through in grief. Tears, sadness, anger, hurt, anxiety, confusion, bargaining and begging. You may even want to beg your partner to stay with you. Please don't go. Let's sort this out. I know we can. We've done it before. So you put that humiliation onto yourself. And I strongly advise you not to do the begging, because it is a humongous source of supply for the narcissist. If you get down on your hands and knees and you beg them, they are just, their head is going to explode with this supply that they're given. It's, they still want me. They want me back. So the trick is to not show those emotions. Your emotions are normal. What you're experiencing is completely normal. You are not crazy. The narcissist has made you crazy, but you are not crazy. You are hurt, emotionally hurt, physically hurt, emotionally and physically damaged, perhaps even sexually damaged. Your emotions at the end of the relationship are heightened tenfold. And you will probably spend a lot of your time crying, ruminating, thinking, wishing, trying to fix things. And I can tell you now, it is a waste of your energy, because you can heal from this. Now, before I get into the rest of the video, if you enjoy it, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. If you would like to send a message, you can email me at debbiewolfmoon@yahoo.co.uk. And if there are any topics or subjects that you want to talk about, please pop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on your discard, for example, if you went through this. So the single aim of the narcissist is to get supply. That's it. That supply comes in many, many forms, and one of them is when they hurt you through the discard. If you like, this is the ultimate supply for them. This is the pinnacle on top of the mountain. It is that, you can imagine a stone cairn being built on top of a mountain. They've built that stone cairn, and that's their ultimate supply. They're moving on to new supply. Whether they've already found somebody or have somebody lined up in mind, but they won't have left you unless they have some other source of supply. the narcissist cannot be without supply for very long at all. So they want to make this as painful for you as possible because they want you to react. They want you to react in a jealous, angry, upset way because this paints them as the victim and you as the perpetrator. And they can turn around to their friends and say, see, I told you, she's crazy. He's mad. Look at him. He's throwing these things around. He's crying. He's screaming. That is their aim. They want to hurt you. They want to get that from you so that their friends can see that the narcissist is the good one. The narcissist, that person that you've lived with for the past however many weeks, months, years, they're the one that's always been good and you're the one that's crazy and you're the one that needs help. Well, you're going to need help after a narcissistic relationship, and that's why you're watching videos like this and other channels. And I advise you to watch as many as you need to through this time. It's going to help you. It helped me. And that's why I'm now doing this on my channel to help you and others like you. And hopefully, with the experience I have had, help you to get through this in a lesser time frame, with less pain and with less hurt. When they leave, they're going to say some horrible things to you. They really are. They're going to minimize you, diminish you, dismiss you, hurt you with the most awful, painful things. And they will paint you as being evil and they themselves as being the angel. And you've seen this through the relationship. Perhaps you haven't been able to recognize it yet, but you have seen this. They're going to say things that cut you deeply, like, you're old, you're fat, you're ugly. Perhaps you did gain weight in the relationship. And if you did, it's more than likely because of them that you gained weight. I want somebody more exciting in my life. And perhaps you've become unexciting because you've become ill with that weight gain. And that's part of the control mechanism, the control and manipulation that the narcissist has implemented, has put in place. I hate you. I've never loved you. Those words will cut, will hurt. Grit your teeth, bite your tongue, and don't respond. Turn away, grey rock them. So when they come round to collect their things, don't speak to them. Just the cursory, you're here to collect your things. There you go. Don't engage them in, oh, how are you? How are things going? And if they try to engage you with something like that, just turn around and walk away. It's not worth getting involved with that, because you may be tempted to say something like, I'm not doing so well. You're really hurting me. Why are you doing this? Supply for the narcissist. They then gain that upper ground and they can then turn around and bite you, pick at you, so that you will have a response to them. This baiting that the narcissist does with their gaslighting. They may well say that they never said this, that these things were never said. No, they didn't say this. But you know inside that they did. They'll pick a time to leave you that is significant to you. A birthday, Christmas, a funeral, some other day that you had other plans for, that you were looking forward to doing something. And they will deliberately pick that day. So you may need to negotiate a different day, a different time. Be firm with this. Be firm. Once they've left, change the locks. Change the locks. Don't let them back in the house when you're not there. Don't let them have that capability, because if you do, they will come and they will take things that don't belong to you. As I said, grey rock them. Walk away from them. Try not to engage with them too much on that day, because it just feeds their supply. Now, they will already have new supply lined up. The narcissist is not going to leave you unless they have somebody else in their sights. Now, they may already be in a relationship. They may have been having an affair. Or they will have met somebody who they will consider a person to have a relationship with. That could be through work. It could be through a hobby that they have. But they will have somebody in mind. But don't let that upset you. Keep to the higher ground. Keep your head high Let them take their stuff and go. Let them say those horrible words. Mine did. Mine was horrendous. He said to me, you've got about 30 years left to live, and I don't want to be a lonely, miserable old man. And I want children. Those last words cut deeply because I had miscarried at the beginning of our marriage, and unfortunately went into early menopause, so was not able to have another child. And I always felt like a disappointment. In fact, I blamed myself for the miscarriage, but I'm going to talk about that in another video coming soon. That's a separate story. But that cut, that hurt. And they're going to say something like that to you to hurt you as deeply as they can. Don't let them see your pain. If you need to use some herbal remedies to keep calm, chamomile tea or calms, or if you need to go see your doctor to get a prescription for something stronger, do so. Try and have your friends or family there when this person comes round to collect their stuff at the final discard, because you're going to need that support. You're going to need their help. When my next came to collect his items, my mom, my sister and brother-in-law were here, and he asked my mom, how are you doing? And she just ignored him. I think that surprised him because my mom really did love him. She really did treat him as a member of the family. And what he was doing was just despicable, especially straight after my father's funeral, because that's when he left. They do it. They choose that day to hurt you as much as they can. And he, in fact, had the gall to turn around and say, I'm sorry this is such timing. I'm not going to swear because YouTube doesn't like it when we swear. Yeah, it was shit timing. But he'd done it deliberately, and they will do it deliberately. Try not to let them see you upset because it feeds their ego. Be strong. Take the higher ground. Like I say, if you've got friends left, try and spend time with them, try and get them to be with you, and make sure they take their rubbish. Now, I know you can do this because I did. And I'm probably not the most stable of people, but I managed to get through it, and I know you can too. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Again, if you would like to contact me, my email address is debbiewolfmoon@yahoo.co.uk. I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.